Kano, Nigeria. At least 50 people were killed on Tuesday, November 21, when a teenage suicide bomber blew himself up in a mosque in northeast Nigeria, police said, in an attack blamed on Boko Haram militants. The blast happened during early morning prayers at the Madina Mosque in the Ungawar-Shuwa area of Mubi, some 200 kilometers by road from the Adamawa state capital Yola. It was the biggest attack in Adamawa since December 2016, when two female suicide bombers killed 45 people at a crowded market in the town of Madagali. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, who announced nearly 2 years ago that Boko Haram was technically defeated, described the blast as very cruel and dastardly. Security analysts said it again underlined the threat posed by the Islamic State group affiliate, despite an overall decline in deaths from attacks by the group last year. Military and civilian militia sources in the northeast said the attack was likely to have been in response to recent increased ground and air operations against Boko Haram. Adamawa State Police spokesman Othman Abubakar told AFP that at least 50 people were killed in the Mubi attack, which saw the bomber detonate his explosives among worshippers. The bomber was about 17 years old, he added later. Asked who was responsible, Abubakar said, "We all know the trend. We don't suspect anyone specifically, but we know those behind such kind of attacks." Roof blown off. The attack bore all the hallmarks of Boko Haram, the Islamist militants whose insurgency has left at least 20,000 people dead and more than 2.6 million others homeless since 2009. Abubakar Soul, who lives near the mosque, said he was present during the rescue operation and that 40 people died on the spot while several others were taken to hospital with severe and life-threatening injuries. The roof was blown off. People near the mosque said the prayer was midway when the bomber, who was obviously in the congregation, detonated his explosives. This is obviously the work of Boko Haram. Jan Saint-Pierre, a counterterrorism specialist at the Modern Security Consulting Group in Berlin, said the bombing was part of a pattern of increasingly lethal strikes in the last 4 weeks. The latest Global Terrorism Index, published last week, said that deaths attributed to Boko Haram in 2016 fell by 80%. But Saint-Pierre said despite this, Boko Haram remains an extremely potent and dangerous organization which was far from being on the back foot, as the military and government has claimed. A civilian militia source embedded with the military told AFP the attack was likely to have been to shore up morale after a series of recent losses in the remote region. On November 19, Boko Haram bases in the Njamia, Parisa, and Gilamba areas near the Sambisa forest of Borno State were hit by air strikes, leading to heavy losses, he claimed. This could also explain 2 videos put out on social media by Boko Haram in the last week, purporting to show its fighters in combat and dead Nigerian soldiers, he added. A military source in the Borno state capital, Maiduguri, said there had been more aerial offensives in the Mart, Kukawa, Munguno, and Abadam areas of northern Borno.